The fog rolls in, cold, thick, and unforgiving. It clings to Alcatraz Island, shrouding it in an eerie silence. 1.5 miles from the glittering lights of San Francisco, the island stands alone, a dark silhouette against the fading day. This is Alcatraz, the Rock, a place of shadows and whispers, where the worst of the worst were sent to be forgotten. For almost 30 years it served as a federal penitentiary, home to notorious criminals like Al Capone, George Machine Gun Kelly, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz. Their crimes were legendary, their sentences a living death. Surrounded by frigid waters and guarded by unforgiving currents, Alcatraz was inescapable, or so they thought. Long before it became synonymous with prison life, Alcatraz was a lonely island, isolated and surrounded by the cold waters of San Francisco Bay. Spanish explorers in the 18th century named it Isla de los Alcatrazes, Island of the Pelicans, for the birds that were its only inhabitants, a sanctuary for wildlife. In 1850, the island took on a more strategic role. The United States Army recognized its defensive potential and began to fortify it. They built a fortress. Massive guns were installed, aimed outwards to protect the growing city of San Francisco from potential naval threats. The 20th century saw a new role for Alcatraz. The military prison opened in 1912, marking the beginning of its infamous history as a place of incarceration. It housed conscientious objectors during World War I, individuals who refused to fight due to their personal beliefs. Then, in 1934, Alcatraz took on its most infamous role. It became a maximum security federal penitentiary, known for its strict regime. The prison housed the most dangerous criminals in the nation, the ones deemed too dangerous for any other facility, making it a symbol of ultimate incarceration. Life on Alcatraz was designed to break a man. Every day was a battle against isolation and despair. The guards were strict, the rules were unbreakable. The prisoners lived in small Spartan cells. Each cell had a bed, a toilet, and a sink. That was it. Silence was enforced. Talking was a privilege, not a right. The days were long and monotonous. Prisoners worked menial jobs. They ate bland food. They received few visitors. The psychological toll was immense. The constant surveillance, the lack of privacy, the knowledge that escape was near impossible. It wore down even the toughest criminals. Section 4. Tales from the Rock, infamous inmates and daring escapes. The history of Alcatraz is filled with stories, both harrowing and fascinating. Tales of notorious criminals and their desperate attempts to escape the inescapable prison. Al Capone, the notorious gangster, spent 4.5 years on Alcatraz, isolated from his empire. His empire crumbled while he was imprisoned, and he could do nothing to stop it. By the time he left, he was a shadow of his former self, broken and ill. George Machine Gun Kelly, a notorious kidnapper, also spent time on the Rock, known for his violent past. He was a model prisoner, a far cry from his fearsome reputation outside the prison walls. But the most infamous story of all is the daring escape attempt of 1962. 3 men, Frank Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence Anglin, pulled off the impossible, defying all odds. They dug out of their cells with spoons, climbed through ventilation ducts, and disappeared into the night on a raft made of raincoats. Did they make it? The mystery endures. The official answer is no, according to the authorities. The FBI believes they drowned in the cold, treacherous waters of the bay, but the story persists, capturing imaginations. The legend of the escape from Alcatraz continues to intrigue and mystify people to this day. Section 5. Escape from Alcatraz. Fact or fiction? The 1962 escape attempt captivated the public imagination. The audacity of the plan, the mystery surrounding their fate. Did they drown in the bay, as the FBI claims, or did they make it to freedom? Over the years, there have been numerous theories and alleged sightings. Postcards arrived, supposedly sent by the Anglin brothers. A photograph surfaced, claiming to show the brothers living in Brazil years later. The FBI maintains that the escape was unsuccessful. The evidence, they say, is conclusive. But the doubt remains. The mystery endures. and the legend of the escape from Alcatraz continues to fascinate. Section 6. Alcatraz Today. A Legacy of Infamy. In 1963, Alcatraz closed its doors for the final time. The cost of maintaining the prison was too high and it was no longer feasible to keep it operational. The island, once a symbol of fear and isolation, transformed into a different kind of destination. Today, Alcatraz is a national park, attracting visitors from all over the world. Tourists flock to the island. They walk the cell blocks. They hear the stories of its infamous past. They imagine the lives of the men who were imprisoned there, feeling the weight of history. Alcatraz stands as a stark reminder of a dark chapter in American history, a time when punishment was harsh and unforgiving, reflecting the era's tough stance on crime. But it is also a testament to the human spirit, the will to survive, the desire for freedom, even in the bleakest of circumstances. Even in the most hopeless of places, the human spirit endures. The rock still holds its secrets, shrouded in mystery, whispering them on the wind to those who listen closely.